Modern Safety for Modern Times, a video series brought to you by Riverhouse Presents and the Council on Aging. Part 1. Email. Email has evolved dramatically since it was created, but so have the scams and attacks that we hear about on a daily basis. With ever-changing technology around us, you might wonder, how can I protect myself and my inbox? In Part 1, we'll discuss 5 ways to do so. We'll cover phishing emails versus spam messages and what they mean for you. We'll find red flags in a message to separate it from a legitimate email. How to report phishing emails or block spam. What to do if your account is compromised. And account security best practices. Let's start off with the 2 most common issues in email security, phishing and spam. You might be thinking, wait, I've heard those words before. No, we're not talking about that kind of phishing or spam. Let's separate the 2 and discuss what they mean in email security. We'll start with phishing. A phishing email is a fraudulent message designed to trick the user into giving up personal information. They can look legitimate, and they can impersonate banks, jobs, government offices, other companies, even people you know. Their goal is malicious intent, designed to steal information, whether this is logins, passwords, financial information, or other sensitive info, such as social security numbers. Spam, on the other hand, is typically unsolicited messages sent in bulk, just like physical junk mail. They can often be benign, and they're mostly used for advertising. But they can be malicious, used to send phishing messages, viruses, dangerous links, or send large amounts of spam from a compromised account. Spam is basically a message that you didn't want to receive. Phishing is a message designed to trick you into giving up information to somebody who it doesn't belong to. How do you know if an email is actually a phishing attempt? They can be pretty well disguised to lure you in. Fortunately, there's several red flags that you can watch out for. The first is the message is unexpected. It can ask for personal information or passwords. It can ask you to click a link, reply to a message, or download an attachment. One thing that gives it away is poor spelling and grammar, and they don't address you by name. This is not always the case though. As these messages get more complex, they may be able to use your name from other spam emails that have leaked. They can also be time sensitive, saying that a matter is urgent, trying to get you to act quickly and without thinking. They can even use threatening language, threatening some sort of harm to you or your devices. Okay, so now we know what it is, but the big question is, how do I get rid of it? Spam can be difficult to block. Just like paper junk mail, ads that clutter your mailbox, spam can come from everywhere, and you have to look at each message to decide the best way to get rid of it. You can sometimes use an unsubscribe button at the bottom of the email. However, this usually only works for newsletters or emails from legitimate companies, as fake spam or malicious spam won't always honor that request to unsubscribe, and the unsubscribe link could even download a virus itself. A better tool is to use the Report Spam, Move to Junk, Mark as Spam, or whatever the button is designated in your email program. Every email website is different, so take some time to familiarize yourself with the button layout. Think before you enter your email onto a website. Ask, do I really want them to send me emails? Will my information be sold to other companies that could send me spam? This can prevent a lot of spam from reaching your inbox. How about phishing? How do we mitigate those kinds of attacks? Well, we can block them just like spam, but there's other steps we can take to to ensure that the people behind phishing messages are stopped. Some companies let you forward phishing emails. Make sure not to click on any links. Instead, go to the company's website directly and find the correct email address to forward the message. For example, to forward a fake PayPal phishing attempt, you can send it to spoof@paypal.com. You can also forward the message to the FTC's Anti-Phishing Working Group. Forward the email to reportphishing@apwg.org. However, if there's ever any doubt, just delete the message. That's the safest thing to do. You can also look at the FTC consumer website, as they have other topics on online security that discuss phishing and what to do. Now here's a doomsday scenario. What to do if your account is compromised? Don't worry, it's not the end of the world. There's some important steps you can take to restore access to your account and do some damage control. The first and most important step is to change your password immediately. This will lock out the attacker from your account. You should also enable two-factor authentication if it's available. We'll cover that in just a moment. If you reuse your email password, you'll need to change it on other sites that use that password. If a hacker finds your email address and password, they'll try it on as many websites as they can to see which sites you've reused it on, potentially causing even more damage. Check your account settings. They could have set some undesirable settings, such as forwarding or auto replies, that still cause issues even after you've taken back control. Run a virus scan on your computer to make sure that malware is not the cause of the issue. And inform others. Your account could have been used to send malicious phishing emails to people that you know, and because it appears to come from someone they trust, they might become victims as well. Make sure you inform people in your address book that your account was compromised and that they should not trust odd-looking messages that seem to be sent from you. Now that we're familiar with some common email security issues and how to deal with them, how do we prevent them in the first place? One of the best tips is to use a unique, complex password containing upper and lowercase letters, numbers, and symbols. Don't use a password that's easy to guess, such as the name of your street or a pet's name. Hackers can easily put together information based on what they find about you on social media websites or other websites that may have had leaks in the past. Enable two-factor authentication. This is when you receive a text or a code sent to your phone to verify that you are actually the one accessing your account. It can be inconvenient at times, but this is a major step in ensuring that nobody else can access your account. Don't click on unfamiliar links or download attachments from emails you don't recognize. This is typically where viruses and malware are distributed. Be cautious when entering your email or really any other personal information into forms online. You don't always know what they're going to do with that information. Trust your gut. If it feels suspicious, it probably is. And don't panic. Email scams rely on fear and pressure to get you to compromise. And finally, don't sweat it. The world of technology is always changing, and even experts have to continually learn and ask questions to stay afloat. Don't be afraid to ask for help from somebody you trust. And never forget to have confidence. These are tools designed to help you accomplish many things in your daily life. Don't be afraid to learn or try something new. You can master email and stay safe while doing so. This has been Modern Safety for Modern Times, brought to you by Riverhouse Presents and the Council on Aging.